I like the Knicks in 6 over the Thunder.
Ooh. Ooh, we're going there. Okay.
And if it Spurs, Knicks in 5.
Whoa. Hold on, brother.
Welcome to another episode of Hoopertry Emotion. We got the crew here. We got Eric L, aka got 4 more wins to the actual championship. We got Armani, and we got Ernest. Josh, unfortunately, he took another.
Hey, I got something to say real quick about Josh. Hey, man.
I don't know.
Like, I get it. Like, I get it, bro. And like the Nets and them not getting a top 3 pick, I get it. But he's been in hibernation since the lottery. And it's like, all right, bro, we sympathize with you, but like you're part of the team, my guy. You understand? So, Josh, because I know you're gonna watch it. I know you're gonna watch it. It's time to come out of hibernation. The draft is coming up. You know what I'm saying? The finals is about to happen, and like, come on. What's good?
Remember when the San Antonio Spurs got on Kawhi for not playing?
Yeah,
Josh,
yeah, man.
come on, come back, bro. We miss you, bro. We miss you, man.
All of our teams have gone through purgatory in some form or fashion, and we've shown up on the pod.
Remember when we got swept? We got swept.
Yep. Yep. And like in close fashion, every game was close. Heartbreaking losses. All 4 games are heartbreaking losses.
Right.
Come on, man. Come on. All right. Back to it. We miss you, Josh.
All right, so topics for today are Knicks sweeping the Cavaliers and make their way to the NBA Finals for the first time since 1999. We got the Spurs and the Thunder going out right now for Game 6. Thunder leading 3-2. Thunder trying to close the series out to advance to the second straight NBA Finals, while the Spurs trying to survive Game 6 and bring it back to Game 7 on Saturday back in Oklahoma City. So, as you all know, as you can see with that attire and my background, the New York Knicks sweeping the Cleveland Cavaliers in 4 straight to advance to the NBA Finals for the first time since 1999 with a 130-93 victory. This is their 3rd straight series win on the road by over 30 points, which is an NBA record. The first time an NBA team has done that in the playoffs. They are on the 11-game win streak, which is the longest in franchise history in the playoffs. And they are in a surprising and astonishing plus 271 in point differential through these playoffs at 12-2. That's the highest point differential in NBA history. Pure domination by the Knicks. Jalen Brunson named Eastern Conference Finals Larry Bird most valuable player, and rightfully so. After that heroic performance in Game 1 against the Cavaliers, trailing by 22 points and scoring 12 straight points, including monster bucket after monster bucket in the 4th quarter to lead to overtime. Mikal Bridges, a very big series he had, averaging over 18 points. He's been, after the Game 3 loss against the Hawks, he's been on the heater. Since then, he's been magnificent, offensively and defensively. OG Anunoby, for the exception of those 2 games he missed against the Sixers, Games 3 and 4, probably was the best player in the Hawks series. Came back against the Cavaliers. A little bit rusty due to the time off with the layoff, but as around Game 3, he started getting into form, and now they got another 9 days off to the NBA Finals, which is interesting because in between those 2 sweeps of the 76ers and the Cavaliers, they played a total of 8 games in 30 days. 8 games in 30 days. So a much-needed rest for this month for the Knicks. This is what we all been, as Knicks fans, been overjoyed. Just their tenacity on defense. They rank top 2 in defensive efficiency. They rank first in points per game, rebound, and field goal percentage, defensive efficiency. So basically, they are just clicking on all cylinders. Carl Anthony Towns, ever since the offense ran through him after Game 3, has been the facilitator that they needed, and basically just running the offense through the high post, basically doing giving the Knicks a fresh look, and also just give them options on offense instead of like last year, Brunson being on ball at 80% of the time, dribbling. So you have a whole lot of options that OG, McHale, Shaman off the bench was on the heater, especially against the Cavaliers. He missed only 1 3-pointer in that entire series, going 11 of 12 from 3 in the series, 91% from 3, which is insane. So um, this was a pure domination by the Knicks. A lot of the whole narrative now is about now they face the easiest path to the finals and this and that. They didn't play really no one on the way to the playoffs. But
I think that's
isn't the job
BS.
isn't it the job for a team, if you want to win a championship, play the less amount of games as possible, to get as
Right?
much rest
And
as
then,
possible?
You beat who
right?
you beat who's in front of you.
Yeah,
Exactly.
and
I
it's
think
not
what it is,
and it's
nobody
not
will
the
ever
Knicks'
just
fault.
be satisfied. So
And it is not the Knicks' fault that the Sixers and Celtics went 7 games, because both teams couldn't take care of business, especially the Celtics. Pistons, Cavaliers, they couldn't take care of their own business.
yep.
Pistons fans salty, but it was a matter of time that it was going to catch up to y'all. And the Cavaliers, analytically, they should have played last night, according to Kenny Atkinson, but they got swept, and you can't complain about the schedule until like you have to take care of what you need to take care of. So
Well, yeah, I
I'm
mean,
sorry, I'm not sorry about it. And the Knicks are back in the finals for the first time since 1999, and they have a great shot of winning the whole thing.
yeah, they do. They do have a great shot of winning the whole thing. And the Knicks have had an impressive playoff run, a historic playoff run thus far. And it's been exciting to see, right? Like, I mean, it felt like the world was falling, or well, the world was ending when they were down 2-1 to the Atlanta Hawks, right? And the amount of just like takes it was kind of wild, right?
Hey,
But
Eric
like,
Wallen.
yeah, but I mean, Eric, you did predict that Knicks were going to sweep the Cavs. You did say that in our last pod. So
Mm-hmm.
you know, look, give credit where credit is due, right? Like you play who's in front of you, it doesn't matter, you know. And the Knicks took care of business, and rightfully so, and super impressive. I think they, to Eric's point, they have a legit shot to win it all. Like looking at OKC and San Antonio, there are chinks in that armor of theirs, and if the Knicks are playing like this, it's very hard pressed for me to believe that the Knicks won't probably come out as champions. So obviously, I will say it is a different tier of talent and competition with OKC and San Antonio versus Cleveland, right? Uh, and we'll see what happens. And I guess I'll ask you this, Eric, like as a Knicks fan and sitting watching these two teams battle, what team would you rather face? Don't give me the cliche, I don't care who. There's always a team that you want to face instead of the other.
We beat both of them regardless, but the
No,
Spurs.
you're 0-2 against OKC this year,
Oklahoma.
no?
Yeah.
Yep.
We lost by 3 points the first meeting, and
Yeah.
then the second meeting, it was like a tie game of 5 minutes ago, and the Thunder won by 10.
Okay. So
And
you
the
say you rather
Spurs,
play
we
the
beat them.
Spurs.
Yeah. And for the Spurs, if it's the Spurs, I like my chances a lot. I know, I don't know if you heard the news not too long ago. Mitchell Robinson has a broken right pinky finger.
Mm-hmm.
Wrap it up. And
Wrap it
play.
up, play. Hey, you got 4 more wins to win the championship. You better. And this is a good thing that the Knicks didn't play extra amount of games, because injuries like this happen, and they're lucky they're not continuing to play. So, and also it looked like the way where he broke the finger was game 4 in the second quarter.
Yeah.
So, and he played through it, and he played through the most of it. So
Yeah.
we'll see how treatment goes and get a splint, wrap it up in duct tape, attach your ring finger, cortisone shot it. You got 6 more days. He should be fine. He should be ready to go. And yeah, if you look at the point differential of each game during this whole win streak, it's insane. So, and also the fact that they lost 2 games in the Hawks series by 1 point each, it lets me to know that even if they're down, you can't count them out. So,
The Knicks have
Cavaliers. Look at the Cavaliers game.
the Knicks have great poise, very good in the clutch throughout the year. Obviously, Captain Clutch, Jalen Brunson's on the team, and they've shown a lot of resilience. So yeah, you definitely can't count them out and assume they can be down 20 and somehow they'd find a way to come back in the game and make it a game. And once you get within 7 to 5 points, it's crunch time, and all of a sudden, Brunson's hitting timely shots. Bridges is hitting timely shots. Shamit is on a heater. Miles McBride, you know what I mean? OG Anunoby's been playing out of his mind,
Mm-hmm.
and of course Bridges, and then obviously like Cat. So again, and shout out to Josh Hart. There's a lot of chemistry. I always say that there's 2 like main factors in the championship run. One, there's always a team in the playoffs that's just dominant and no one can beat them. And then you have another team that's clicking at the right moment and the
On the
chemistry is just on
Cinderella run.
and the chemistry's on 1,000. I
Mm-hmm.
think the Knicks are exuding that right now.
Yep.
And it's working in their favor and they're playing hard, they're playing for each other, and it's a sight to see. But on the flip side, though, obviously with Cleveland, making the in-season trade move by getting James Harden, that is a win now move, right? By trading Darius Garland for James Harden. I mean, I anticipate, and I kind of can confirm that James Harden will be back next season on a multi-year deal, at 36 years old. So, you know, is the core of Mobley, Allen, Mitchell, and Harden good enough? I mean, they clearly shown that they're not, but like again, to not to their not not to make an excuse for them, Harden was at it in the middle of the season, and sometimes that takes some getting used to because you're learning each other on the fly. And albeit they made it to the conference finals, and I think that's what's probably gonna make them run it back is because hey, like we got to the conference finals. Yes, we got swept. We ran into a hot team. They could look at the numbers analytically and look at the numbers and say, well, we should have beaten this and had was better in this category, what may have you. And the Knicks were just on a historic run, and that's the only caveat. That's an anomaly, right? So you look back at that, and as a Cavs organization, you probably say you do run it back. But also at the same time, we know as basketball aficionados, I like to say, we watch the game a lot, and we know that this team there's something missing there. And I don't know. My question is, do you think is the Cavs core done? Like, do you shake up the roster?
Uh, I mean, they are in the second apron, so they can't really make moves. But I don't know. I don't know. Unless they move for Giannis and put Evan Mobley in the deal.
That's not happening, by the way.
That's not which I don't know. But that's not my problem. If they want to do that, then go right ahead. We still beat them. It's like
You gotta love this talk, man. You gotta love it. And honestly, like I'm here for it. I'm here for it. I'm enjoying it. Like I'm really enjoying it. It's a sight to see the fans go crazy outside the arena, to see this positive I don't know about y'all, but I feel like life has just been better like the past couple of months with the Knicks surging. You know what I'm saying? And like I think if the Knicks win the championship, this summer's gonna be lit. We about to be in
Yeah.
for a lit summer. Like they said crime rate is low because of the Knicks winning. They ain't got nobody stressing nothing because the Knicks is winning. It's like, oh man, I was late for my train. I was late for work. But the Knicks is in the finals.
I saw this. This is how crazy the city is right now. I saw this. It's like Instagram reel or whatever, and I forget the comedian's name, but he was like, "Yo, there was this crazy dude on the train, and
Oh
he's like,
yeah.
New York is a crazy place," and he's like, he was saying like, F this race and F that race and F these type of people, F these type of people. Then he was like, F the Knicks. But before he even said it, he was like, yeah, no one paid him no mind. It was on their phones. Them just rant about different races and calling people slurs and all that stuff. And then he was like, yeah, F the Knicks. And he's like, the whole train jumped him.
That's how he drew the line. That's how he drew the line. You see what I'm saying? Like life has been, as a New Yorker, has been somewhat better that the Knicks are in the finals. You feel me? So they have a really good opportunity, like you mentioned, Ernest, earlier. Like Oklahoma has been banged up. San Antonio have a couple of injuries on their injured players on their team. So yeah.
But also on the flip side, Knick haters, they're in shambles.
Yeah,
they are in shambles. Like, oh, you ain't play no one. Watch either the Spurs, Thunder, and your finals run, they get swept. I'm like, okay.
I think honestly, forget the easy route, because there was a point where the Knicks was down 2-1, where CJ McCollum, like you said, Eric, CJ McCollum was looking at Jalen Brunson like a cone. He was getting whatever he wanted. And then something just sparked. Something just changed. Like, you guys haven't lost since then. Like, that just takes incredible will. Like, I was watching a game 1 against Cleveland. I'm like, damn, Knicks coming back down to earth. And what happened?
Well, remember they had a 9-day layoff in between that series.
Right. And I was like, damn, Knicks come back down to earth. It's the rust. It's the rust that's getting to the Knicks. That's why Cleveland got their number right now. Cleveland going to get this one game, but I think the Knicks is still going to win the series. What happened? You guys came back with like maybe, 6-7 minutes left in the fourth quarter? Like, yo. And you guys just been surging since. Like,
yeah. I mean, look, it's an historic. We've never seen this before.
Right.
Yeah, it's like,
if you mind me asking you guys, what were you guys doing back in 1999?
I was 13.
Yeah, I was 10 years old.
I was 2 when the Knicks made the finals. You feel me? I was 2. So
I remember it. Like, I remember it very vaguely. I remember the Spurs whooping their ass in the Garden, and like I remember Game 4 was being super close, and they just
yeah, they took over late in the
they
fourth
were just
quarter.
a better team. They were just a way. No one had the Twin Towers back then, and like I was still kind of fake like sad because the Lakers had lost to these guys. You know what I'm saying?
They got swept by them.
Yeah, we got swept by the Spurs, and I was like, yo, I swear we're gonna get the get back because we're that close. And then obviously we ran off a three-peat after that. But like, and then this is right up with Jordan retiring, so it was a lot going on that year.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
It's a long time coming, man.
Yeah, it's a long time coming, and to put a cap on it, it's great for the city. You know what I'm saying? And
the ticket prices, forget it.
Yeah. And June 9th, I think, is game 3.
June 8th.
So June 8th. June 8th is game 3.
June 8th.
And it's gonna be mayhem in the city. It's gonna be mayhem. And let them not go up 3 in that game. You know what I'm saying?
Heard what Spike Lee said. He said if the Knicks win a championship, they better win it on the road, because the city is gonna burn down.
Nah.
New York City is gonna cave in.
I need the Knicks to win the chip at the Garden. They need to win the chip because I need Gotham City to really be born. I need the Joker coming out of nowhere. I need Scarecrow throwing toxins everywhere. I need Mr. Freeze popping out of the arena. I need it all. Son.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So.
Oh my God!
All you're gonna see is thunder and just straight darkness, just because it's about to get wild. about to get wild in the streets. But
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
it's
They
good for
already
the city.
mentioned. I'm gonna say this last point. Couple years ago, they already mentioned that because of the weight of the buildings, like New York has sank within like the next. I don't know the amount of years, but pretty much there's so much weight of the buildings added to the ground, and like New
Yeah,
York is
yeah,
sinking
in Manhattan. Yeah,
in
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Manhattan.
yeah, 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 yeah.
It's gonna happen if the
Yeah,
Knicks win the championship. Like
yeah,
the city
I'm
is going
telling you,
under. You feel me? Like
it's gonna be so crazy. Jesus gonna come back. You know what I
yo,
mean? And he
Mm-hmm.
gonna be one of the party.
yo,
You know.
yeah.
But yeah, I mean, so yeah, we'll see what happens. And obviously, we still got a series that's continuing right now in the West, between
Keep it
OKC and
going.
San Antonio. So we see how that fares right now. San Antonio is looking like they're trying to push for a game 7, and we'll see what happens. But to jump into the next topic real quick, a huge bombshell dropped today, with the NBA
Mm-hmm.
tanking rule changes. Excuse me. And this this system is to input, I guess, or to put a stoppage to the blatant tanking that we've been seeing for the last couple of seasons from just teams trying to get top picks. So the NBA has approved. Let me read Sham's tweet.
I'm gonna try
So
to
Brent,
blow it up. I'm gonna try to
yeah,
blow it up. Hold on. But go ahead. You can keep talking.
the NBA's board of governors had passed a new anti-tanking rule that include expanding the draft lottery from 14 to 16 teams, a regulation zone where the bottom 3 teams get penalized with lessened chances for the #1 pick and flattened odds, sources tell ESPN. So essentially, what this is, it's the NBA's 3-2-1 lottery proposal.
Do you guys
16
see my
teams.
you guys see my
Yeah, we
screen?
see it. It's up. It's
Okay.
up. 16 teams in the lottery, flattened odds up from 14. Lottery balls. Bottom 3 teams get 2. Teams 4 through 10 get 3. Playing teams get 1 to 2. I guess depending on how far you get through the play, if you get into the playoffs, whatever. Teams cannot pick. This is a very important one. Teams cannot pick number one. Excuse me. Teams cannot pick #1 in consecutive years. Cleveland Cavaliers. Teams
Spurs.
cannot. Teams cannot pick top 5 in 3 consecutive seasons. Right. Adding on to that, the current system right now, the #1, you have a 40%, odds chance basically to get the #1 pick. The new proposal now is 5.4. That's so. And then now top 3, current system, 40.1%. New proposal, 16.4%. Top 5, 100%. New proposal, 28.6 through 12, 0%. Now it's raised to 71%. These are the pick odds for teams with the worst record. So again, if you have the worst record, you had a 14% chance to get the #1 pick. Now that is at 5.4%. You had a 40% chance to get a third pick, top 3 pick. Now it's a 16.4. Josh, I'm sorry, don't come back.
You know what's crazy?
Hmm.
I was about to. I was literally about to say. I see. Like I really see why Josh is probably not going to come back. He's out indefinitely right now because
And I'm sure when Josh, because he will come back, I'm sure he's gonna have a field day with this topic, because this directly affects his franchise. Directly
Yep.
affects it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So now it's more robust for mid-tier teams to get a #1 pick. I.e., let's just say this rule was implemented, Armani, when the Lakers were making the play, right? Or like
Right.
just think about these things. Or like this year, who who I mean, you had Charlotte, right? What
Miami,
if Miami? Like, you see
Mm-hmm.
these guys who are constant playing teams,
Orlando, and Philly.
Orlando. Yep.
right? Constant playing teams, Phoenix playing team,
Blazers.
and they mess around and get a #1 draft pick. But meanwhile, the worst team in the league doesn't even sniff top 3, right? They're in the top 5, but they don't get the top 3 pick,
Right.
right? So this changes a bit as far as, tanking as involved. It's kind of just trying to give more incentive to teams to try to win no matter the odds. Yeah, it's very interesting how this is gonna go. Like, what's crazy is, like, the number 10 seed right now has an opportunity. Like, if you're a 10 or 9, you have a 5 point your new odds are 5.4 to get a top number 1 pick versus 2%. That was like this past couple seasons, right? If
I
you're
blame the
if you're
Utah
the
Jazz for all of this, man.
if you're the fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, and you could add in the 10th team. Like, if you're from 4 to 10, if you're in that range with the worst record, your odds jump tremendously to 8.1 in comparison to last year. So it's just it's crazy. Now draft picks become way more valuable. Way
Mm-hmm.
more valuable. Because now it's just not like, oh, let me try to, like, deal with one of the worst teams because their picks are going to have value. No, everybody's pick is pretty much going to have some type of value, right?
Yep.
Like, if you're a mid-tier team and you're trying to, like, you want a star. Now you're like, damn, should I reconsider trading these picks off because I might get another 1 pick,
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So it changes the dynamic of the strategy and everything, and how this thing, like, is going to take shape. But I'm very interested and intrigued how this happens and how this goes down the line.
Like I said, I blame the Utah Jazz for all of this. Josh, I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. It's crazy because they loaded up the Spurs with all of this. It's the reason why the Spurs is in the finals, right? I mean, in the conference finals right now. And it was like, all
Yeah,
right, we shutting the door right
Mm-hmm.
now.
yeah. Like, these teams, OKC too, built off of
Yep.
tanking
Yep.
to a certain degree.
Yeah.
They this is how they built their franchise, and Addison just nuked it.
He
Now
patched
you're
he
gonna have,
patched the whole joint, the whole game.
yeah, like,
Hmm.
you're gonna have, think of the East. You have all these mid-pack teams in the East. They're gonna now have a legit shot to get a number 1 pick now,
Yeah.
right? And it's just like, now more stars are gonna be dealt without draft capital. Now you really got to have cap space in the contracts.
Yeah.
Like, think about it. Second, between the apron era and then now the picks in the lottery era, like,
You
it's
handcuff a lot of teams.
mhm,
You handcuff a lot of teams with that. I mean, yo, just Adam Silver's NBA is different, yo.
it's different.
It's like every year it's something new. You know what I mean?
And there's a reason why there's a different champion every year.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, do you think
We never seen this type of parity in the league like before.
no, no, no. For the past,
Mm-mm.
what, 6
7,
seasons,
7 years.
7
seven
years.
7.
seasons, we have a new champion,
Yep.
right? And
It might be
yeah,
8.
And I don't
yeah, it might be 8.
and I know we say like with every single team that wins, like we that dynasty word gets brought up a lot. Like not we as in us, but like that word was getting labeled on the Denver Nuggets when they won because Jokic is so great. Now that word is getting labeled on Oklahoma because it's clearly evident because they have a 2-time MVP. They
But
have a lot of draft capital and a lot of young players that they have a great rotation. So
I'm gonna tell you something right now. You know why I don't think personally this shit is not gonna last? Because it's gonna be a team like OKC. Could be the Lakers, could be Boston, could be Toronto, could be Philly, could be Denver, could be Minnesota. That'll end up in the middle of the pack. Like, for instance, I'd say the West, right? You know how crazy the West is.
yep,
And what, Phoenix won 48 games, right? If I'm not
45.
mistaken.
Yeah.
40,
yeah,
yeah, right?
it was a playing team.
Playing team, right? because the West is just that deep, and every team was just that good. But now they have a legitimate shot to get the number one pick. Like, let's just say, for sake of argument, the Lakers fall into the play-in next season with Luka, Austin, LeBron, whatever the roster is. But we know Luka's there, and the Lakers land the number one pick. That changes everything.
Josh really
right?
going to come back.
That's what I'm saying. Like, because you're going to have teams who actually are trying to like build properly,
Yep.
and just because the talent they're devoid of the talent that everyone else has,
And
because they're
not
just building,
intentionally.
and they're not doing it intentionally. It's just
Yep.
how luck of the draw is right
Yep.
now. They don't have an avenue to kind of just like be better. Like, you're gonna now the worst teams are gonna be forced to do more trades.
Yep.
Just to stay, it should be competitive. Stay out of the bottom three.
Yeah.
It's kind of nasty work when you really break it down to think about it. So we'll see how this goes, but I'm sure the minute OKC or a team like everyone hates, like the Lakers, whoever, get the number one
Or the
pick, it's gonna be
Knicks.
like, yeah, or the Knicks, whatever, yeah, or the Knicks be like, no, we can't do that. That's not fair.
Yeah.
It's like Magic joining Kareem. Like, what? How? You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it happens, and it's going to be very interesting. But I do think personally, sorry, Josh, it benefits my team tremendously.
He not coming back. He not coming. Tell you, man. It's like John's like, you know what? I'm gonna come back. But then you say stuff like that, like I come.
Listen, the rich keep getting richer. I'm sorry, brother. It is what it is. You know.
Enjoy Julius Randle.
And one day,
my gosh,
Josh, you don't have to choose poverty, brother. You don't have to, but you choose to. So this is the end result. All right.
Oh man,
love you, Josh. Lastly, before we wrap it up, obviously I want to get back to the Knicks and give Eric the floor so he can do his victory lap, because hey, we've been ranking. I know most of y'all been rocking with us for a very long time, and we've been talking a lot of shit about the Knicks over the years. Armani, maybe we should do like a whole monologue, especially if the Knicks win. We need to do a whole monologue of taking all the episodes that we've done.
Dig so many clips.
I know it's crazy clips. They're crazy clips.
So many
just
clips,
about
man.
just about us talking shit about the Knicks and laughing and all that stuff. And it is time for Eric to gloat, and rightfully so. We have to sit back and let him just do that. But last couple things before we go. All right. OKC versus San Antonio. We know what's happening right now, right? It is about to start the second half of Game 6, and I think, what's the score here? OKC is up.
I think San Antonio's
They're
up
down
7 right now.
60 to 53.
Yeah, 60 to 53.
San Antonio's up 7.
San Antonio. Now, the crazy thing is San Antonio has been pretty much had control of the whole game, but only to be up 7 at halftime, the way that they're playing, I feel good if I'm OKC. But I know we touched on this earlier, Eric. You said, you like San Antonio as the better matchup. But, like, if OKC is the matchup, right?
Mm-hmm.
In your opinion, what are the things your team's going to have to do to kind of just, like, mitigate, obviously, SGA and his shot making ability and able to get to the line, albeit sometimes it's flopping, but it's part of the game. You got to stop him. How do you slow that down, limit the turnovers, and obviously can Brunson, I think he can, but Brunson's going to have to go shot for shot with Chet.
Carl Anthony Towns has to win this matchup against Chet Holmgren. Also they got to control the boards. Mitchell Robinson, he's got to be in there. He's got to be, well, he won't be healthy, but he's got to play in the series for the Knicks to have a chance to win the series. Rebounding, turnovers, they got to limit that turnovers because the Thunder, they thrive off turnovers. Defensively, they've been on the string, so let's see what they can come up with schemes they can come up with to limit their damage. Also, health. Jay Williams, he's still nursing that hamstring, even though he's playing. And AJ Mitchell, he's out. Don't know how long the calf injury is, but limit turnovers, rebound, and if they keep playing the way they've been playing for these last 11 games, I like the Knicks in 6 over the Thunder.
Ooh, we're going there. Okay.
And if it's the Spurs, Knicks in 5.
Whoa! Hold on, brother. Whoa! No, numbers two. Not. You put too much dip on your chip. Hold on. Wait a minute.
Hold on, player. Hold on, player.
All right, like
they've been bludgeoning teams by average of 35 points per game. I don't care about the competition.
I understand that, but
I get it.
These are 2 60-win teams right now. I get it. They in a cage match right now. They in a Royal Rumble, like you said last episode.
And I call for it.
Those
are clotheslining each other right now. Like I get you.
Those are 2 60-win teams and top 5 defenses.
This and 2 MVP candidates on that team. You got the unanimous DPOI. I don't really care about the clutch play of the year, but because you guys have a clutch play of your own. I'm just saying. And go ahead.
Wemby changes everything.
But now my issue with Wemby is just the overall aggressiveness.
He takes too many threes.
It's the overall aggressiveness because, like, I watched game 1 and I'm like, yo, this is generational. He had 40 and like 20 or something like that. Something insane.
But he's been too inconsistent for his height in the series.
Exactly. So I think
and also that Spurs team, they're young. And also, if I get the ball in Stephon Castle's hands, he's been turning the ball over like hotcakes in this series. So we put a lot of defensive pressure. And also, De'Aaron Fox, he's not 100% healthy with the ankle. So, and with Mikal and OG and Josh and Deuce, I could throw bodies at them, and I could turn up the defensive pressure on them and turn the ball over and get out and run. Fast break transition, get easy baskets.
My only thing is with Brunson is you can't hunt these dudes. Like the same way he was hunting Spider and Harden, Maxey, the same way he was hunting those dudes, like everybody on both of those teams could guard. Like their perimeter guys could guard, and they're all 6'5". You know what I'm saying?
He may be able to hunt Dylan Harper a little bit. You know,
and maybe even Carter Bryant because he's shown some inexperience on the defensive end.
Yeah. He's gonna get rattled in the finals. I'm sorry.
Maybe De'Aaron Fox, yes, maybe De'Aaron Fox, but I think with Vassell and Castle, they going, and maybe even Champagny, like they going give you effort on the defensive end.
Like that series, for sure, you're gonna need your wings for sure.
Yep.
OG and Bridges are gonna have to play like they've been playing and taking up a notch a little bit. Personally, I do think if you do face the Spurs, I do think the Knicks win the series. I think the Knicks win that in 6 or 7. I don't think it's going to 5. That's just crazy to me. They're taking OKC down to 7 right now. I don't think, like, I get the Knicks are playing at a historic level, but I also reserve the right to question, is this real or not? Like it could just be
it's real. It's
real. You have all right to say that, and I'm not refuting that either. You can argue either side, and I'll be like, okay, cool. I'm just saying also, like, we gotta like understand that this is historic. We've never seen this before, and we gotta see if it's sustainable in that way against one of these two teams.
Yeah.
But and if the Knicks face OKC, I'm probably gonna lean more OKC in 6 games. And yeah, I just, we'll see. I think regardless, though, it's gonna be a prolific series, no matter who the Knicks face. In my heart, I pray and I hope that they win the championship.
Same.
I genuinely mean that. I really want them to win a championship.
Yeah.
As much as I talk crap about the Knicks and the franchise and all that stuff, it'll be great to see.
I think America's rooting for the Knicks.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I think the whole country is rooting for the Knicks. Like, I mean, I could try to find some stats on that, but like, I think everybody I talk to, everybody on the Twitter threads, Reddit threads, anybody but OKC, everybody wants the Knicks to win. Everybody wants you guys to do well because you guys haven't had this in such a long time, and they just know how much this will mean to the fan base. Like, you guys are gonna go.
You know what's crazy? You could say Boston, but aren't the Knicks like the last
the OG teams?
Like the big market teams to be in the finals in a few years.
Well, the Bulls haven't been in the finals since Jordan.
No, but I'm saying like the Knicks, the like New York, come out like as far as
like Yankees.
Not even like in the NBA, we had small market teams constantly make the final.
Right.
That shit,
Is it New York?
Indiana.
Is
I
it New
see.
York like the
I got you.
they're the
see.
first big market team to make it to finals for a few seasons.
A
Like
couple years.
Yes,
you know,
just the
like
Lakers.
after
Just the Lakers
since
and
the Lakers in
Celtics.
2020,
Yeah.
right? You had the Celtics and Warriors in 2022.
Mhm.
You don't you count the Heat as a
2021
big
was
market?
2021 was
Who?
Suns and Bucks.
You count the Miami Heat as a big market. The market is
Yeah.
big, but the players are not
Yeah,
at
you
the
know what I'm
same
saying?
level.
Yeah, it's not like that. So yeah, like if it was like the Eagles, okay, different, right?
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
that's
yeah,
you know what I
yeah,
mean. But like,
yeah.
yeah, it's a semi big market, but like the players didn't help enhance that any more than what it
Right.
was.
Right.
So yeah, this is like the last big market team we've seen in a very long time. So it'll be in the NBA's interest. Anyway, let me not even go there.
10-4 hat
But
on.
Bring it.
but all in all, man,
they need to keep Tony Brothers away. They need to keep Gucci Mane away. Keep them away. As
keep
a
Scott Foster
fan,
away too. Keep
I
Scott
shouldn't know
Foster
their
away too.
names. I shouldn't
Yeah,
know their nicknames. I shouldn't know that Scott Foster's named the Extender. I should not know that. Pause. I should not know that. I should be a fan just watching the game. You know what Shaq said? People pay good money to watch these athletes play to try to take over the effing game.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, come on.
But again, we have some good games coming up, and then we got the exciting finals. The Knicks are in the finals. New York City is going to be on fire, and it's going to be a sight to see. Win, lose, or draw, it's going to be an exciting time. So until then, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching us. Shout out to real quick. I want to shout out Armani, man. He's been working hard behind the scenes on changing the outlook on the pod and upgrading it to where it is now. So shout out to you, Armani, man. It's been a pleasure. You know, just to put in the work. So I want to say thank you for putting in that work. You know. Yeah, man. Like with the new, if you guys, I'm sure you guys can tell. There's a new logo, new layout. You know what I'm saying? It's some cool stuff coming down the pipeline. You know, we're using a new platform. So again, shout out to Armani for being the building block for behind the stages, behind the scenes.
Man, I appreciate you guys for for allowing me to let's spice this up. Let's kick this into a high gear. You know, we've been doing this pod thing for like the past 5 years. You know, went through a name brand change last year. You know what I'm saying? So you know. So and then everybody at home, appreciate you guys for watching. I know you guys watched that he played for that team, the reels and stuff, you know. Eric going crazy on the Knicks and Mike Brown, the Lemon Pepper Hawks, you know what I'm saying? Like, we got mad engagement for that, and we appreciate it. We're going to continue to give you guys that content, so thank you.
Yeah, for sure.
Thank you. Yep.
So until then, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and watch some damn basketball.
Go Knicks! Go Knicks! Go New York! Go New York! Go!
Knicks in 6.
Yeah, Knicks. You said Knicks in 5. Don't forget that either.